Yo, what is good YouTube? Dubs here, back with another video, guys. And we have some more breaking news in the NFL. According to Ian Rappaport, the Cleveland Browns are making another signing here to their defense, adding former 7th round draft pick Shelby Harris, who, yes, he was a 7th round draft pick, but he absolutely, blew up and became a very solid NFL player, a defensive end slash interior defensive lineman who's going to come over here to Cleveland and add depth, competitiveness, and another dog who can come in here and just make a difference from day one. In this video, I'm going to break down everything I know about Shelby Harris, why I think that this could be a very underrated signing, not only for Shelby Harris himself, but for the Browns and the future of their football team. However, before we get into the video, make sure you guys do me a major favor and smash that like button just so we can get this video to more Browns fans around the world. But also subscribe to the channel if you're new, because I will be covering the entirety of the offseason, free agency, training camp, preseason, postseason, regular season, everything you can think of. I've got you guys covered. So join the family, turn on post notifications, and you'll be notified every time we post a video and every time we go live for a game, because I will be streaming some Browns games in the future. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. So Shelby Harris, like I said, former 7th round pick for the Raiders back in 2014. Didn't really play too much over his first 2 seasons. And then he went on to Denver, where he really broke out. In 2017, he signed to the Denver Broncos. Played in 16 games, had 34 tackles, 22 solo, and then 5.5 sacks. He then went on, played with Denver for about 5 seasons. And over his career, he's been a very solid, pass rusher, but also a guy who can stop the run as well. As you see here, does a great job getting in the backfield, making sure that carry doesn't go for more than half a yard, if any. But in 2022, his most recent season with the Seattle Seahawks last year, he played in 15 games, had 44 tackles, 24 solo, 2 sacks, as well as 9 run stuffs as well. So this is a guy who can get to the quarterback, not at a high level. He's not going to be a sack leader in here in Cleveland, but he also is a guy who can stop the run. He's also a guy that can block field goals. He's also a guy that can swat down balls at the line of scrimmage. So he's a guy that can do multiple different things. And the thing I like about this signing the most is when you look at this depth chart here for the Browns, you have Myles Garrett, you have Zadarius Smith, you have Dalvin Tomlinson, and then you got Siaki Ika, but he's young, he's kind of developing into the player he wants to be. Shelby Harris not only can come in right away and play, but he can help mold the young guy like Siaki Ika. He can help develop some of the other guys on the team, but he can also act as a leader, act as someone who some guys can look up to, and he can just help some guys grow as players overall. So not only do I think this is a good signing, I think that this is a very underrated signing. To get a guy like Shelby Harris this late who can, affect the ball or affect the line of scrimmage in multiple different ways, I think this is a good sign for the Browns. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Today's video is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.